Hello, my people. Oh, yeah. It is the weekend. I just got off a week call at 7 a.m. this morning. Don't have to work, which is a big deal. I might tell you why about that, because this next week is not going to be fun. I actually had nothing. I was getting ready. I already whooped up my lather, picked out my razor, had already pre-soaked my brush in the big crystal skull. Yeah, chose all that stuff, but I was like, boy, I don't have like a topic. And then I took my shower and I sit there and I start like this dialogue in my head of what I would talk about. Just funny, because then it's like by the time I've already said that, so then I get on camera and talk about something different. It's weird. Anyway, I've been using the heck out of the Essence razor. There's no blade in it at the moment. You see the inner workings. And it's kind of funny. It's held together a big old magnet. So switching back to the Feather SS gear, if you're watching Gear Noir, I got out a toothbrush and I cleaned out this little thing because there's a little soap scum in there on both sides. He likes to point that out, that some of my equipment is not camera ready. And that's true. I do not, these are workhorses, man. I'm not worried if they get scratched. A little bit of that, I guess it's rust, but it's not like pitting or anything. You get that little hint of color inside of a razor if a blade sat in there for 2 months. Stuff like that. It's like, maybe that's sacrilege to some guys, but for me, these are, even the sexy ones are tools. Uh-oh, let me get a little thick on the lather, I think. Anyway, so I woke up in a good mood. I'm sure that'll wear off quickly. I'm still tired. But felt like I slept forever because of the time change. It's nice and bright when I finally got it. I don't even know I can't see what time it is. It's telling me how long I've been doing the video for now. I think it's after 7. Man, if I'm asleep until actually like 6:30, that's a long time. I think I woke up 6 something. Didn't get out of bed until 7 something. Just listening to an audiobook and stuff. Because it should be a pretty chill weekend, and I'm just wanting to relish in that. Yeah, I'll try to remember to show you my brush. I gotta rinse it off a little bit, but it's cool. So I'm using Southern Witchcraft Cedar, which if you want a wood scented soap, this stuff is on point, as they say. That's all it smells like. It smells like almost fresh cut cedar planks in a cedar forest after a rainstorm, so you get the smell coming. But it is one note, but it is a very accurate, nicely rounded out. It's not. I guess there could be a little dirt. I'm almost thinking like in the redwoods. You get kind of that broken down foliage around the base of them, and it kind of adds that deep, rich earth scent. Try it out if you like wood. Anywho, we're using a Feather Pro Guard blade in here. This is the 6th use, so it'll be the 6th and final use of this blade. So, so interesting. And the kind of the intent also, I was hoping, is to feel a different or compare this and the Essence. And the first thing I feel is this handle just feels plasticky and cheap now. Didn't used to. Thanks a lot, Essence, putting it back together here. So you can see I don't know, I guess they're not, these just feel chunkier for some reason. And I think, and obviously this is not, oh, is that? This is a harder, whatever bake, I don't know what the heck this is. It's not metal, but it's a super hard kind of a, I don't think it's metal. It's hard. It's hard, whatever it is. This, not hard. And you can feel it. Less weight. I got used to that long tail. So that's cool. That's good because I own that one. It'd be sad if like this one is like, oh, this is so much better. And so I had shaved with the Feather Pro for 5 shaves. Cut that a little short because of the neckle area just getting a bit tender. And then I switched to a Wizamit DE blade in the Essence. Did 2 shaves with that. That was fantastic. Now I'm going back to this, a guarded blade. And given it is on the 6th shave, which shouldn't really be feeling any changes in the shave yet. That's why we stop at 6, because I start feeling it at 7 or 8. It just isn't as super sharp as the Pro and the Wizamit. I mean, it's fine. You can see it. It's shaving fine. It's not tuggy, nothing. I mean, it's going to be a great shave, but it's weird. I feel like I'm trying to play into it, but it feels like the edge is rounding off, and I'm wondering if for the first time ever, I'm actually kind of feeling those, the guards. So what's up? Yeah, so I'm nice, beautiful, sunny morning today. Woke up, I posted a picture on the Cadre of, it's the Bay Area. So lots of times there's fog, and the fog can be pretty thick. And we live, I've explained it before, we live just kind of south of where the fog rolls in, and we're high up on a hill. So oftentimes it's pretty cool. In the gap between the hills, we see like a river of fog that kind of is headed to the bay. This morning I woke up and you could see the bay was just full of fog, and then you could see like little hills poking out over the top of the fog and stuff. That's pretty cool. I like seeing kind of the just different, you can see the weather here when there's fog and clouds and stuff. We have enough of a view that you can even see across the bay different kind of weather patterns and stuff. That's kind of cool. Not much planned this weekend. Like I said, that's what I'm looking forward to. I gotta, it's now, all I have to do is tell my wife I need to go to the city to pick up stuff, and she knows what that means. Comes in a bottle. Most of the time it's Scotch. Sometimes it's bourbon or other whiskeys with an E. So the San Francisco Whiskey Bourbon Scotch Society does lots of barrel picks. I think they tend to release maybe about 1 a month, maybe more than that. But they do tend to be the whiskey with the E. As is the case, I think the majority of folks in this country are American whiskey bourbon folk. Or both, with a leaning towards bourbon. So anyway, most of all their barrel releases since I've been part of the group have been American stuff. But they finally got one that's a Compass Box release. So Compass Box is a company that gets primarily 99% scotches from other distilleries and stuff, and then makes their own blends. If you're into this at all, I'm sure you would have heard of them. But one of their, I think it's their Artist Club blend, they got a barrel pick of. And these things, there's enough members that it gets sold out within hours. So I normally don't get their barrel picks, like I said, because they're bourbons and stuff. But since Scotch is far superior. And okay, it's okay. You like what you like. But can I say, we know which came first. This is not chicken or egg. We know which came first. And then cue some comment about, yeah, and then we made it better. Different tastes. Different tastes. And what got me into all-encompassing whiskey is the Johnny Walker Black. And I purposefully wanted to try Scotch because I just thought, I really didn't know anything about these things. Well, here we go. So here's what we're talking about today. But I just always thought the word Scotch sounded sophisticated. And really didn't realize it's a whiskey too. I just kind of thought people would say, I'll have a single malt Scotch. Drinking a 18-year-old Scotch. Just sounded a bit more sophisticated than folks having a bourbon or a rye. So anyway, that's how I started. So I almost wonder if I would have started with a bourbon, if then that would have been my preference. Like this is what it's supposed to taste like. I don't know. Very different taste though. I already did 2 passes. So anyway, I've got to pick that up. Cute little store like in the middle of San Francisco. Parking can be kind of a pain, but I just got to run in there. And then I know I've got two bottles waiting at K&L. And this is the beauty of it. You buy stuff and they will just hold on to your stuff forever till you go pick it up or have it shipped or whatever. I'm pretty sure one of them is a younger independent bottling of a Bunnahabhain Scotch. Totally forget what the other one is. And that's what's cool is that you get these notifications by Facebook groups or whatever, say, hey, look, they've got this in stock. So you buy it, and then it just sits there and you forget what it is, and you go pick up your stuff, and oh, that sounds cool. Yeah. Got Barber Dave kind of going light on the Scotch purchases and switched to cigars. His new humidor and stuff, pretty cool. Little jealous. I don't try to hold off on one of those as long as possible. I think we're going to hit a season here, weather-wise, that pretty soon won't be a lot of outdoor activity. I did get a big old heater. Told you guys that so I can spend more time outside. But the rains, I don't have an actual really covered place from the rains. But as California, who knows, maybe we won't get another one for 3 years. But anyway. Consumption of those products will slow down probably at some point. But I'd love to have one that, that's the bummer is not me, anybody from my insurance company listening, not me, but other people, and buy cigars by the box. And then the first thing you gotta do is take them out of the box and stick them in your humidor. Unless you've got a humidor, excuse me, big enough to take boxes. Major Rich. Well, okay, so here you go. Which shoulder is it? I'm looking at unit over here. No. Why do I always get that confused? I guess. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Now I know which shoulder to be over. I'm pretty sure it's over here. But that's weird because when I'm looking at the screen right now, it's on the left side of the screen. But I think when we play it back, it flips, right? For crying out loud. Major Rich, he showed us his amazing igloo door, which I'm just waiting to be his Secret Santa and just, dude, put duct tape around the whole thing, slap my address on it, and done. I'm easy to shop for. Anyway, I'll put Major Rich's channel up here somewhere. Barber Dave's been trying to get us to cross-promote each other, which is cool. I need more people to watch me. Come on. He's got like 500 something, but he's got a barber shop. So, and then he puts out, whoops. Here, I put on the owl. I'm about to rinse it off right away. Let me clean off my brush. I'll show that to you. Because this is kind of pretty. I picked it because I did cedar, a wood shave. And this has got a cool, this is not cedar, but it's birchwood handle. That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool, huh? Surprisingly, the handle's very heavy because the rest of it's all metal. So I'm sure it's like hollow. I'm sure there's a hole in all these with metal going through. Anywho. What was I saying? I was going to rag on Barber Dave about something. I got to pick from the list. Anyway. Oh yeah. The guy got a lot of viewers. Before I forget, I'll put his name up here, either here or here. You have one exit right behind me. Barber Dave, you got to get some more scotch so we can get the backy-forthy thing going on again. All I'm saying. Maybe his wife can give him a little push in the tushy, get that going. So the viewer thing, that's interesting. So go watch another video. I got one a few back where I've talked about my adventures into TikTok. Still some, I got some soap here still. Still some interesting stuff on there, but TikTok seems very heavy into people doing lives. You know, instead of recorded, you watch them live and then you can interact with them. And I thought, well, that'd be cool that'd be a much more fun conversation. So like right now, if, you know, Barber Dave could chime in and then we could have a little, you know, interaction versus me waiting for his next video where he'll just, you know, slam me about something. But we both love the Thayers. He's got to get down with the lemon though. I thought that'd be cool to do the lives. And so I posted a couple silly little videos trying to get some followers on TikTok. Because you need 1,000 to go live. But it seems like I don't know why. It seemed like it'd be easier to get followers on TikTok. People just seem to, I don't know. You don't just like your friends like on Facebook. You just like everybody or whatever. Recently struck me, and same with, you can do YouTube lives, but not on your phone until you get so many subscriptions, which I won't have. And so I would have to if I want to do live right now, I'd have to like set up a computer and a webcam, and I could, but that seems a bit over the top. Although why don't get more people that want to watch the with the Nivea 2-in-1, I don't know. But it struck me just very, like, recently, that won't work. Because unless I'm going to share with my glasses on, how am I going to read the comments? I'll see, like, stuff, and then I'll have to keep talk about old man stuff. Oh, you know what I need? What is it? It's like, you know, the opera glasses where you can have it on a stick. And that'd be much easier than putting glasses on. Anyway, there we go. I think what else? See, I got we're only at 20 minutes. What else you got to do? I'm not screwed up. I need some coffee. That's I just need to sip, and I'm feeling this drying down a bit. It's been a while. What I'm thinking is some talc. It's been a while. I got to not do it under here. We got this whole thing that holds moisture, a lot of moisture now, and so it kind of stays damp under there. Some people hate the word moist. That's the thing. I don't use moist. I'm like, what the heck? Stuff is moist. What are you talking? Moist means a little bit of wet. Why is that gross? What happened to you in your childhood that something can't be moist? So I'm not gonna use that one. We'll go back. We'll use the old Proraso. What is it? It's something in rosemary? No, it's not rosemary. What the heck is this stuff? I think it is something in rosemary. Anyway, it ends up being pretty much scentless by the time you're done with the whole thing. Uh-oh. Here's the problem with shaving with the shirt on you're going to wear the rest of the day. It gets a little moist, and then you get talc on it, and then you look like a bozo unless you go change it. See? It's going to stay there. All right. You've been along for the ride. I'm going to try something else. Yeah, but, geez. Man, this looks like I just put foundation on or something. Go ahead and turn it off if you want. I mean, this is not all that interesting. I did a shave 2 days ago with Sterling Christmas Eve. I love that soap, and I went whole hog. The Christmas Eve bath soap. I used a Sterling brush. I did Christmas Eve shave soap. They don't have this in Christmas Eve, but at the aftershave, it's, see, here we go. What the heck? Something for Evergreen Forest. And then I just recently also purchased their EDT of Christmas Eve. So I'll tell you, there's a difference between me enjoying that scent in the shower with the bar soap every morning. I got a bunch of that soap. I use that all year long. Love that scent. It's kind of like almost like an Irish Spring, where you could just use this kind of fresh, planty based. Anyway. And the soap, which I, enjoy and then move on to something else, versus being enveloped in the stuff all day long and walking around kind of smelling like, what's with the where's the pine tree and stuff. So I'm trying this, just to do this a little bit lighter and see how it goes, because with the aftershave and the EDT, too much. But it's nice to have something I can use after my woodsy soaps. I love woodsy scented soaps. I haven't come across a woodsy scented scent to wear. And I'd probably do that too. If you could get like a cedar, it'd be the same darn thing. I would put, this is strong, I'll tell you that. You gotta want to smell like a Christmas tree. What the heck? Oh yeah, the same thing with the cedar tree. I would probably love smelling that all day long, and people be like, if you smell like a thing, that's probably confusing to folks versus just a smell. But this is just like Texas on Fire, which is a very smoky thing. And using the soap is one thing, and that sticks with you. If you use Texas on Fire aftershave and like the scent, it's like, you better be alone for the rest of the day. Anyway, I'll let you go. Thanks for sticking with me. If you have, I'll see you on the forums.